Hello, I am Dr. Rakesh Uke, MD Medicine, and we will see today PCOS, Polycystic Ovary Syndrome, cause, symptoms, investigation, and treatment. So, Polycystic Ovary Syndrome (PCOS) is characterized by chronic anovulation, clinical and/or biochemical hyperandrogenism, and polycystic ovaries. Diagnostic clinical feature includes menstrual dysfunction, acne, obesity, infertility, hirsutism, metabolic syndrome, and associated with hypertension, endometrial hyperplasia, carcinoma, depression, fatty liver disease, mood disturbances, and increased risk of diabetes mellitus and cardiovascular disease. So, etiology and pathophysiology of PCOS, primary role for insulin resistance with hyperinsulinemia, increased GnRH pulsation from hypothalamus leads to increased LH production and limited FSH production. Hyperandrogenism, ovaries are main source of androgen excess. 75% of circulating testosterone originates in ovary. Polycystic ovaries have thickened thecal layers and overexpressed LH receptors that causes excess androgen secretion. Ovarian follicle abnormal androgen signaling which account for abnormal folliculogenesis and leads to polycystic ovaries. Obesity results to compensatory hyperinsulinemia. PCOS women have insulin resistance similar to in type 2 diabetes. Elevated insulin decreases sex hormone binding globulin and increasing bioavailability of testosterone. Insulin acts directly on ovaries, adrenal glands, and hypothalamus to enhance production of androgen. Insulin resistance causes elevation of level of insulin and usually associated with metabolic syndrome or diabetes mellitus. Polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, Stein-Leventhal syndrome. A diagnosis of PCOS must have three criteria. First, androgen excess and clinical hyperandrogenism or increase total or free testosterone. Second, ovarian dysfunction and oligoanovulation or polycystic ovary morphology. Third, absence of other causes of testosterone excess or anovulation like pregnancy, thyroid dysfunction, neoplastic testosterone secretion, 21 hydroxylase deficiency, Cushing syndrome, or hyperprolactinemia. Symptoms and sign of PCOS. PCOS presents as menstrual disorder, amenorrhea to menorrhagia, and infertility, peripheral androgen excess, hirsutism, and acne. Signs of insulin resistance and hyperinsulinemia, increased risk of metabolic syndrome, and early onset type 2 diabetes mellitus. Pregnant patients are increased risk of perinatal complications like gestational diabetes and preeclampsia. Increased risk for endometrial cancer because of unopposed secretion of estrogen. Investigation of PCOS. LH FSH level more than or equal to 2.5 to 3 in about 50% patient of PCOS women. USG shows polycystic ovaries, transvaginal USG, one or both ovaries with more than or equal to 2 follicles measuring 2 to 9 mm or increase in ovarian volume to 10 cubic centimeter. Do serum FSH, LH, hemoglobin A1C, fasting glucose, lipid profile, fasting insulin, C peptide, BMI. Determination of anovulation. A mid-luteal phase progesterone level more than 3 nanogram per ml if woman has ovulated. Anovulation due to first, premature ovarian failure, low estradiol, high FSH. So do estradiol and FSH. Second, functional hypothalamic amenorrhea that is associated with rapid weight loss or extreme physical exertion. Low to normal LH and FSH for age. Do LH FSH. Third, discontinuation of hormonal contraceptive Return of ovulation occurs within 90 days. Fourth, pituitary adenoma. With prolactin elevation, galactorrhea may be present or may not. Do prolactin level. 5. Hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism, do TFT. And pregnancy, do pregnancy test or human chorionic gonadotropin SCG. Hirsutism, do free testosterone determination, total testosterone minus SHBG and DHEAS, clinical evidence of androgen excess, do total testosterone, free bioavailable testosterone, and 17 hydroxyprogesterone. Cushing syndrome, 24-hour urine free cortisol or a low dose dexamethasone suppression test. Congenital adrenal hyperplasia and androgen secretion, adrenal tumor, high circulating androgen level and polycystic ovary with anovulation. Endometrial biopsy to rule out endometrial hyperplasia and or carcinoma if needed. So treatment of PCOS, lifestyle modification including changes to diet and physical activity. Obese PCOS women, weight reduction and exercise effective in reversing the metabolic effect and in inducing ovulation. If ovulation induction they are not responding, then add metformin that is beneficial in metabolic or glucose abnormality and may useful in improving menstrual function. Initial doses of metformin 500 mg per day for a week, increase 500 mg per week to 2000 mg per day in divided doses, metformin taken with food. Contraceptive counseling to prevent unplanned pregnancy if return of ovulatory cycle occurs. Women seeking pregnancy and remain unovulatory, clomiphene used for ovarian stimulation is first line therapy. For infertility, if fails, treatment with gonadotropins at low doses to lower risk of ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. Letrozole may be first line useful for ovarian induction. Not desire pregnancy or contraception, medroxyprogesterone acetate 10 mg per day orally or first 10 days in every 1 to 3 months for regular shedding of endometrium and to avoid endometrial hyperplasia. Contraception desired, combination hormonal contraception, pills, ring, patch useful in controlling hirsutism. Continued for 6 to 12 months for results. Low dose OCP 30 to 35 microgram, levonorgestrel releasing IUD to minimize uterine bleeding and protect from endometrial hyperplasia. Not useful to control hirsutism. Acne treatment OCPs with low androgenicity, progestin like norethindrone, desogestrel, norgestimate and spironolactone are useful for acne. Hirsutism details in hirsutism video we discussed. Spironolactone 25 to 200 mg daily in divided doses. Flutamide 125 to 250 mg orally daily. Finasteride 2.5 to 7.5 mg orally daily. These are teratogenic, so be careful to use contraception. Topical eflornithine hydrochloride 13.9% cream BID, depilatory cream, electrolysis and laser therapy vaccine. Weight loss, exercise, treatment of metabolic problems useful in preventing cardiovascular event. Regular monitoring of weight, lipid profile and glucose. Adolescent PCOS options, hormonal contraceptions and metformin. So we have discussed today polycystic ovary syndrome PCOS. So usually women come towards us with anovulation, hyperandrogenism and polycystic ovaries. Features will be like a menstrual dysfunction, acne, obesity, infertility, hirsutism, metabolic syndrome and associated with the hypertension, endometrial hyperplasia, carcinoma, usually have a mood disturbances and increased risk for diabetes mellitus and cardiovascular diseases. So we used to do test of FSH, LH, prolactin, testosterone and USG to find out whether she have a polycystic ovary syndrome. So after finding that, first treatment of choice is a patient should have a lifestyle modification like a weight reduction, diet, exercise, and if it's not useful, then we used to go towards the metformin. And if patient don't want at present pregnancy, then have a choice for OC pills. And if suppose patient want ovulation induction or pregnancy, then we used to go for clomiphene.